Right, let's talk Carlos Baleba now. And Brighton boss Fabian Hurtzler is confident the midfielder will still be at the club at the end of this summer transfer window. We know that Manchester United are interested in the 21-year-old, but it would be a costly deal to do.
Very, very, very confident.
Yeah?
Yes.
Any particular reason why?
Just my belief. I didn't see any change. He only changed his hairs, so I think that was the only change he made the last 2 weeks. But overall, he seems to be in a really good place. He's enjoying it with his teammates. He's enjoying it being a Brighton player. He's very grateful to have the process he had in the last season. So I didn't see any big change, and he's an option to start for tomorrow. Yes.
His first words there were very, very confident. Why do you think Fabian Hurtzler feels so confident?
They hold all the cards, Brighton. Carlos Baleba has got 3 years left on his contract. Brighton have got the option to extend that for a further year. They don't want to sell. They've got no intention of selling. And because of his contract situation, they are under no pressure to sell as well. And I think also the price would be pretty prohibitive to Manchester United, and that would make it an almost impossible deal to do as it stands, because I'm sure we'll talk about it later about the number of players that Manchester United want to get money for because they want to offload. But I think Brighton will look at Carlos Baleba and they'll compare him to Moises Caicedo. And you know, the noises coming out of Brighton are saying that he's actually further in his development at his stage of his career than Moises Caicedo was at that stage of his career. And what did Moises Caicedo go for? £115 million to Chelsea. So why can't Brighton say, well, if Moises Caicedo went for that, that's going to be our starting point with Carlos Baleba? As far as Manchester United are concerned, their focus clearly is going to be on the Premier League opener. They have signed, you know, 3 new forward players. They've revamped that front line with Matheus Cunha, with Bryan Mbeumo and with Benjamin Sesko. Yeah. But Ruben Amorim, in his news conference earlier on today, was asked the question, what chance a midfielder? And this is what...
Hi Ruben, just on the midfield situation, do you want a new midfielder to come in, and would you be confident of getting one in, because it does look like you're quite light in that area? I'm
really happy with our players. They are working really well. We have different players for that position, so we are prepared to win any game with our players.
Well, in terms of trying to transform their fortunes, Manchester United are definitely backing Ruben Amorim in the transfer market. That's fair to say, with that front line. But how significant a change would it be to get in a player like Carlos Baleba, despite the fact, as Dharmesh has said, this would be a difficult deal to do?
I think it's almost impossible this summer. We've been speaking to the Brighton chief executive, Paul Barber, today as well, and he made it very clear that Baleba is not going anywhere. He said, we're looking forward to seeing him play for us this season. So I still think United need to bring some more players in before the window closes. Yes, they've done a lot of business across their front line, but they do need, I think, reinforcements in midfield and
final to Tottenham Hotspur and Bilbao as well. I think most pundits and most experts were saying this is not a one-window fix. This is 2, 3, 4 windows it's going to take before Manchester United can really begin to challenge again. But because the window started so well for them, Matheus Cunha came in really, really early in that window. Bryan Mbeumo, there was lots of talk, and even though it was only sorted out a few weeks ago, there was a knowledge